We do all the work to identify the right candidate, engage that candidate, and even get to the point of hiring that candidate. And then unfortunately, the candidate fails, the candidate doesn't work out, and we're left starting all over again. Well, welcome to another edition of Recruiter Fuel. The whole concept behind Recruiter Fuel is a community of recruiters supporting each other in our endeavor as professional recruiters. This is a place to share ideas, to learn from each other, and our commitment to you is that we'll give you at least one piece of actionable advice to think about how you can take back to your organization and improve your ability to recruit. So let's get back to this actual issue, right? We've spent all this time and worked so hard to find that right candidate. And why does the candidate not work out? The question becomes, were they dead when they arrived, or as an organization that hired that candidate, did we kill them? And what role do we have as recruiters in actually the process here to make this individual successful? And I just want us to think about our process of recruiting and where we miss the boat potentially. I mean, let's think about it. A candidate is more than just a set of skills. I think you and I would all agree that that's the case. But when we're trying to fit them to the right role, we've got to think about the candidate in much broader terms. Their head, in terms of their cognitive abilities, their heart in terms of the desire of what they want to do, and then the skill sets which are really easy for us as recruiters to identify. So where's the disconnect? Well, it's much more complicated than just matching a candidate to a position. If you really think about it, there's 4 potential disconnects that we've got to consider when we're recruiting candidates, because they've got to align in all 4, or we run the risk of having that rock star candidate fail, and then again asking the question, were they dead or did we kill them when they joined? Number 1 is really easy. Do they fit the position? Do they have the skill sets to do the job? Do they have a track record of performance and achieving the results that we need in that position? That's the easy part. And I think as recruiters and as hiring leaders, we do that pretty well. The second potential disconnect, though, is the individual and the boss. Sure, they may get along in the interview process, but do we know enough about both to understand if long-term they're able to work together? If they have the first, alignment with the position, but not alignment with the boss, you can see where we're going to go there. But it goes beyond that. There's got to be alignment with the team. And let's think about that. You come in, even if I'm an individual contributor on a team, I have to work alongside a number of my peers. And what do we know about that peer group? Are we putting them in an organization or in a group on a team where they're going to upset the apple cart, so to speak, and not in a good way, in a negative way? Do we know anything about the makeup of the individuals on that team? And then the 4th disconnect is the culture of the organization itself. It goes beyond the team. So we've got alignment with the position, we've got alignment with the boss, we've got alignment with the team, and we've got alignment with the company. In essence, why do they do what they do, and what do they expect in terms of this individual and how to do the work? The challenge is, in the recruiting process, we generally focus on 1, maybe 2 of those. And we forget about the connection to all 4 of those. And if we have one of those, that's a disconnect. We eventually create a situation where that rock star could really turn into the rock, and not in a good way, and end up failing in the role that they're at. Our role as recruiters is to understand all 4 of those aspects, interview them to all 4 aspects, and make sure there's alignment in all 4. Hopefully that provides you with some context and your ability to put them in a position where they ultimately become successful. Again, Recruiter Fuel is all about sharing best practices with our other recruiting peers. And if you've got a thought, if you've got an experience, if you've got something to share, please let us know, and we'll put you on camera as well. Thank you for watching this edition of Recruiter Fuel, a community of recruiters helping other recruiters. We'll see you next time.